Good evening. I'm Steph, as he just said, the only girl on tonight. Woo! Thank you very much. Of course, being a hormonal woman, I am going to need you to laugh at my jokes. If you do not laugh, I might cry. Of course, if you do laugh, I'll probably cry anyway, because I'm just so happy. One of my mates told me the other day that she thought I had balls for coming up here and doing this, which seemed a little bit odd, because the last time I checked, these things were still called boobs. But boobs are awesome, right, guys? You like boobs? You might be surprised to hear that us girls quite like boobs too, but possibly not in the same way. I'll tell you why I like boobs. Every Friday night, I get home from work, I kick off my shoes, maybe get a glass of bubbly on the go, slip into something a little more comfortable, move on over to the sofa, and then I'm dinner plate balanced on my boobs, TV on, and in for the night. Thing is, I think women are fundamentally designed to do three things, other than the obvious, you know, having babies, that kind of thing. There's the dinner plate boobs trick, awesome. There's multitasking, and there's always being right. I'm pretty good at being right all the time, right, husband? We'll leave that one for now. But I cannot multitask to save my life. It's kind of like guys expect us to be able to perform one task per boob. A direct boob-to-task ratio. It's just not the case. Whilst a lot of things in a woman's life do come in, best things in a woman's life do come in pairs, thinking Ant and Dec, fish and chips, Caniston duo. Unfortunately, we do only have one brain. Much like men, we're going to keep ours in our heads. The only time I can successfully multitask is when I'm on the loo and checking Facebook at the same time. Don't pretend you don't do it yourself. Updating status. Just dropping the kids off at the pool. I love that euphemism so much. I learned that one years ago from an ex-boyfriend of mine. He was a lifeguard. It always made me wonder, is there a number 2 euphemism for every kind of job? People who work in finance call it... Really? None of you? Making a deposit? I know for a fact that people who work in IT call it logging off. Anyway, the point is that I can't multitask. I can kind of barely single task most of the time. To be honest, I think I kind of let the side down for girls a little bit. Most of the time I'm wearing jeans, hoodie, trainers. I bite my nails. I burp and fart. Ugh. Really on that list. But I'm the youngest of 3 girls, and I basically think that by the time we got to me, all of the feminine genes are kind of run out. We grew up in a vicarage. Our dad was the vicar. And even now, when I go around to my parents' house, it's kind of instilled this thing in me where I've got to flick a switch when I walk through the door. It's like I need a Davina McCall app downloaded into my brain. Stephanie Weeks, this is Davina speaking. You're entering your parents' house. Please do not swear. My father-in-law's house, on the other hand, is where clean language and political correctness goes to die. I kind of get treated like one of the guys round there. I drink beer, I play darts, you know, normal kind of everyday Sunday afternoon boy stuff. I think it was only when me and my husband got engaged he actually realised I was a girl. Which could explain a lot about some of my previous relationships. Although even now, I still don't think that turning one boyfriend gay warrants a lifetime of being called a homosexual. Anyway, I've worked here for about 9 years, and although I obviously love my job, I'm kind of contracted to say that, I do find that even on really busy days, my mind wanders a little bit. I guess it happens to a lot of people. And it happens at home too. And whenever I find my mind wanders, I find it makes up little kind of songs. Songs might be pushing it. It makes up really stupid lyrics to existing songs. At home it might be something like, I'm washing up so I can get this dinner started. I'm washing up now, baby. You're laughing because you do it too, right? Well, this has started happening at work recently. And before I knew it, I was developing Bankers, the musical. It started off pretty simple, with a little bit of Aviva, I took a phone call from Aviva. And rapidly descended into out-and-out plagiarism of you've got to pick a pocket or two, boys, you've got to pick a pocket or two. Personally, I think Bankers, the musical, would be a huge hit. But my focus group, by which I mean my mates down the pub, they thought otherwise. So I thought of a different use for it. Imagine, if you will, a rather nice homely prison, probably in Surrey. For the sake of argument, we'll call it the Jailhouse Rock Prison. All of the bankers and politicians that have been done for fraud and insider trading get banged up there together. Channel 5 buy the rights to Bankers the Musical live and set up a live stream for everybody to watch. The first show comes on and they've all got to sing and dance. Boris Johnson has been roped in to be a guest judge. John Barrowman is putting them through their paces, doing a nice medley of Android Weather numbers. First week, the live phone vote goes through to who can do the best rendition of Money, 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 must be funny in a rich man's world. And by the time you get to that last week, they all have to do a big number together. And then the last one gets voted on. The big number goes a little bit like this. Lock me up, I'm gonna pay my dues, da 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 da. And all that tax. I'm gonna claim expenses on my brand new loo. And all that tax. Lock me up so I can lend out pounds until everyone is running to the ground. I'm gonna stay here till my dignity is found and all that.
Just to give me a very, very high five.